Hey yo, I'm Ziggy Natulus speaking, you know.
Who?
I'm Ziggy Natulus speaking, you know.
Wow.
Who you think it was, Father Christmas?
Yeah!
Well, before me give you that, hear this first.
Dirtsman, when I be hot this year, what am I gonna do? They hold me. Like, this is probably, to date, one of the most recycled rhythms, songs to date worldwide. The amount of soca songs, dancehall songs, techno songs, EDM songs that are based off this one song. Dirtsman was shot in 1993, and he had other few songs like, Bubble and Wine and the Cherry O Baby rhythm. But I don't think he got to meet the potential that he should have been at. And, Hot This Year was kind of just before he was shot, and it was like this song took over the entire world. I remember being young and being in Barbados when this song came out, and there was not a corner, a block, a rum shop you could go in and not hear this song blasting. It's unfortunate that he found himself in a situation where he ended up getting shot due to some violence. I'm not sure why he was shot. There's a lot of rumors out here, but I'm not really here today to talk about the rumors. I'm just here today to talk about the music and some of the contributions these people had to the music. You see.
Dirtsman, correct name, Patrick Thompson, born 1967 in Spanish Town. He was robbed and murdered on December 21, 1993 in Spanish Town, Jamaica.
Now girls, wine! Earthquake! There's one in case I get my sparkles of dust. Watch this now. Hey, wanna get me hot this year? Where them I go do if they hold me? What do you mean? Wanna get me wicked this year? Not even water can cool me. Not a mercy. Wanna get me hot, gonna get me hot, gonna get me wicked. And if I don't get this, I'm get damage, you don't trespass. A boy must is stupid, I'm get me lyrics on me mouth, I'm get them slow and rapid I am. Come as a lamb, don't feel I'm timid. If I DJ this, I'm get executed. Just back, I am lyrically ill. 90s, I am programmed to kill. Tell the whole of them, dirty man, him really come hot this year. Where them I go do, they hold me. What do you mean? Wanna get me wicked this year? Not even water can cool me.
Hey yo, I'm Ziggy Natulus speaking, you know. Who you think it was, Father Christmas? Well, before me give you that, hear this first.
Early B, correct name, Orlando Neal, the doctor. February 28 was 1957 was his date of birth. He was shot to death inside the Windsor Cricket Club in Dorchester, Massachusetts on September 11th, 1994. While rumors have circulated as to the reason behind his death, his killers have never been found. He was 37 years old.
Lord, know about your country. You have to know about your country. Early be say you have to know about your country. Well, you may know Jamaica is an island of the Caribbean Sea, between latitude 17 and 18 and 700 miles out of Miami. A 4,000 square mile of property. The other spot for rates that a Blue Mountain take. I tell you that a 7,400 feet. Well, I early be your Mike MC. I tell you about the thing called Jamaican history. Say Columbus slaves Spain 1493. Say 1 year after made that discovery, then Penn and Venable captured the country. Port Royal became the world richest city. At this so Henry Morgan come and get treasury. In 1833 them abolish slavery. The English fight the Maroon and them sign a treaty. The first politician Buster and Manley. The first great cricketer a George Headley. 62 was independence we all Jamaican. The first festival song was Water Bam Bam. He done by the triple toads and the metal. You have to know about your country. You have to know about your country. Will you me know?
Tyan Brian Letts, Tyan aka Rankin Tyan, was murdered back in 1991 in Jamaica.
You see, what goes up never come down. Cause true love will never die. Till the mothers on a lady way. Till the mothers on a lady way. Cause Jah killing off in me African thing. Say Jah killing off in me Indian thing. She wear tall gown dress and thing. And she wear London slippers and thing. She watch her with her head well ramp and thing. Can't tell you Jah killing off in me African thing. Can't tell you say me dolly up a red girl ringer. Me hear the little children them a shout and them a sing. Them say that for me Jah killing and she a carry swinger. Tia that for me Jah killing and she a carry swinger. Can't watch China and tall gown skirt and thing. Say watch her with her head well ramp and thing. Especially in a slam dance slippers and thing. Tia that Jah killing and for me African thing. Bima, can't say no trouble for me African thing. Tia don't know feel trouble for me Indian thing. Can't tell you say that for me little filly and no fear you. Say that for me little filly and no fear you. Don't say no trouble for me African thing. Slang bang building trouble for me African thing.
Baby, you like how Ziggy Natulus sound?
Oh yeah.
You want some more?
Oh yeah.
Major Warriors, correct name Wayne Jones, born 1966. Major Warriors was shot following an intervention in an argument between his friend and a Kingston policeman in August of 1987.
Who that? Police, boy blue. Oh, so use the Babylon books that been causing disruption in my domestic affair. I am constable, bro, them call me boy blue. I have here a warrant to arrest you cause you beat up the girl till she black and blue. Then ask what the hell the police can do. I come to show what police can do. I go and show what police can do. I have a button tough like any rock stone. I go and introduce it to your jawbone. Box out your teeth till you moan and groan. I make your ears ring like government phone. Broke up your nose and uplift your looks. Cause you shouldn't call me Babylon boobs. I come to show what police can do. I go and show what police can do. A long time me notice so my human. It seems like we no love fi beat up woman. Cause every little thing who no raise who no hand. Like a who no bring them pan the land. Well we the police who no call Babylon. We dey and we give them protection. Roses are red but violets are blue. Stadium ball bright but not bright as you. Cause you beat up the girl till she black and blue. Then ask what the hell the police can do. I come to show what police can do.
Now to the news of the death of Jamaican artist Captain Barkey. New York police say he and his female companion Tracy Bennett were shot dead in the parking lot of the Holiday Motel just around 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, October 13. A Haitian man wanted in connection with the murder reportedly committed suicide while police were trying to enter his house. Barkey, whose real name was Wayne Hamilton, became popular in 1996 with his hit song Go Go Wine.
Captain Barkey, correct name Wayne Hamilton, born November 5, 1961. He was killed in the Bronx, New York on October 13, 2012 after he was shot in the head in a parking lot along with a female companion. He was 55 years old.
I am the gun. You know what they call me the gun? Because I love to count. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
So you can't count?
Yeah, see some hot girl, you help me young count the amount. Again, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
So you can't count?
Yeah, see some hot girl, you help me young count the amount. And then it goes so. One pretty girl. Two pretty girls. Three pretty girls. Four pretty girls. And when you see the hot girl, then me ready fi count them. And when me done count, me ready fi mount them. Me no get no gal a knock, me gone on a south them. Red pan the man them, where you use up them mouth them. Me and do last, me gone pan the gal go them. Me no get no slim gal, me take pan the stout them. Pan the gal straight, and the round about them. Hear me and me friend a promote them and me sing.
Fathead, correct name Vernon Rainford, born 1960. Rainford was murdered in Florida, US on December 22nd, 1988, dying from gunshot wounds. Fathead was actively involved in the Miami drug trade, and it was this involvement that would have led to his death.
Old for lyrics. Yeah, you know. Lord of mercy. Old for style. You me know. Hey, bad me a the DJ God, one. Bad me a the DJ God, yes. Bad me a the DJ God, eh. Bad me a the DJ God. Well, if you're sick, you're sadder. You lost your love, your other. You're sick, you're sadder. You lost your love, your other. Cause some eat chicken, some eat bullfrog, and some eat steak, and some of them eat hog. But me bad me a the DJ God, Lord me a the DJ God. The one can never say they never hear this a piece. Cause everything me talk it a pre-release. As long as in my head there is a tongue, and I stop chat lyrics until me day is done. Me do no 45, me do enough album. Me have so much lyrics me fi fling with some. Bad we a the DJ God, Lord. Bad we a the DJ God. Jam me I go tell you about me new song. Me song that soon release in London. It call Hold Up Your Hand because we turn champion. Hold up your hand because we turn champion. Yes sir. Hold up your hand because we turn champion. Hold up your hand because we turn champion. Because
Alton Black, he sings, I see that clock above. Like, yeah, you know. A heifer can't sing, but he sings the clock up on the wall, and he had an amazing voice. He ended up getting in a car accident in the early 1990s, and I think that, especially for a reggae singers have a lot longer of a career because age doesn't matter when it comes to reggae, and I think he would have been one of the top tier reggae artists to date that would have been holding ground with a lot of those other artists that were out there, you know, like the Freddie McGregors and them. So it was unfortunate to see that he, with such a wonderful voice, you know, found himself in a car accident and ended up dying way before he really got to like let go a lot of the big songs that I think he would have had the potential to let go out here.
You said you're the best, but when I'm around you're the second best. And if you don't believe it's true, all you guys just try. I can see it, baby. I can see it, baby. I see the clock up on the wall, but it don't matter me at all. It's a ever changing time, yeah. I see the clock up on the wall, but it don't matter me at all. It's a ever changing time, and these forever changing time. Everything is going so much faster. Seems like I'm watching my life and everything I do, wondering if the dream that I believe in can still come through. Caught in between, it comes back to, baby, you and me running out of time. Gotta find me a better understanding. Every day keep forgetting what's mine. Gotta find me a way that's less demanding.
Jalevi Umunda, correct name, was born on June 14, 1962. He was shot and killed in Kingston during a robbery at his home on October 14, 1983 at age 21.
Peter Tosh. Renowned for several years as Bob Marley's right-hand man, whilst in the Wailers, Peter Tosh became a superstar in his own right, writing many of Marley's hits such as Get Up, Stand Up, No Sympathy, amongst others. After leaving Bob Marley and the Wailers in 1974, Tosh became a successful solo artist with singles such as Legalize It, Rumors of War, and Mystic Man, whilst also becoming a strong voice during the turbulent political era in the 1970s. Just months after winning a Grammy Award for Best Reggae Album, Tosh, 43, was murdered during an attempted robbery at his home in Kingston. Despite having his career shut down shortly after his greatest achievement, Tosh's contributions of music were impeccable, prompting calls by his daughter, Nyambi Tosh, and fellow industrial players to make him Jamaica's 8th national hero.
Peter Tosh was one of the members of Bob Marley and the Wailers. He was actually probably the one that wrote the majority of Bob Marley's lyrics. I believe that, because when Peter Tosh went solo and started to do his own stuff, I was kind of like, I'm hearing the fire in the belly that Bob Marley had, and but anyhow, they split up before Bob Marley passed away, and he ended up Peter Tosh being murdered in 1994. He was shot, a robbery at his home. It looks as though no one really knows, the full details. Again, I'm not here to give those details, but a lot of Peter Tosh's music was a real staple in my home, especially in the 80s. I Am That I Am, You're an African, and these kinds of songs. So it's sad to see Peter Tosh gone. I really wonder, literally today, if he was still here, I think he would be giving Sizzla a serious run for his money, the era that Sizzla came out in. You understand?
You want some more? You like how Ziggy Natulus sound? You like it like that? That the one they call? Yeah.
If you wanna live, treat me good. If you wanna live, I beg you treat me good. I'm like a walking razor, don't you watch my size, I'm dangerous. Said I'm dangerous. I'm like a walking razor, don't you watch my size, I'm dangerous. Dangerous. If you are a bully, treat me good. If you are a bully, I beg you treat me good. I'm like a stepping razor, don't you watch my size, I'm dangerous. Dangerous. I'm like a stepping razor, don't you watch my size, I'm dangerous. Dangerous.
Tenor Saw was basically killed in 1988. I was a young child and I remember being devastated when I heard this news. He was killed in a hit-and-run accident in Texas. Nobody has the details to this date. A lot of people think it was a murder and it was intentional, but Tenor Saw died when he was only 21 years old. And I mean, if you dig up, I'll try and put some links below. He was already performing in Japan and these places and filling and ramming dance. Tenor Saw would have been huge had he not died, which is why I think a lot of people think that he was murdered intentionally. Again, some people think there's a drug deal that went wrong. No one has the details on it. No one even knows the exact day he died, but he died in August 1988. And again, he was just found dead on a road in Texas, and people were just like, it was a hit and run, and that's all the details that they had. So it's unfortunate to see that he died so young in his career as well, because I think he would have really been one of the veterans to this day, still holding it down out here.
What you have to tell them?
Life is one big road with a lots of sign. One big road with a lots of sign. Sign in both sides. Come on. Life is one big road with a lots of sign. Sign in both sides. I'm gonna make up my mind to face reality all the time. Whoa. Many a sorrow, many a joy. Never you try to take life for a time. Some may do good one big road with a lots of sign in both sides. I'm gonna make up my mind to face reality all the time. Whoa.
Nitty Gritty to me was like revolutionary to reggae dancehall. Lyrically, he wasn't the best singer, but he still managed to evoke emotions in his songs. He was shot and killed in 1991. Supercat was originally like on the hook for that murder, but he got off in self-defense. Nobody really talks about what happened, but I really think that if Nitty Gritty was alive today, I think dancehall would kind of be slightly different.
As anybody see, feel me trial and process. Alright now, you no need no glasses. Alright. As anybody see, feel me trial and process. Alright now, you no need no glasses. Alright. As the woman she begging, he says she got me another leg, and then she love her fat tail. She a beg a cigarette, she a beg stick. Alright now, every man a take. Alright, right here she a bitch by noggy. Right here she a bitch by noggy. Nothing that she do seems to go wrong. All she wanna do is to fuss and foggy. Alright, she want to mash up my loggy. Alright. As anybody see, feel me trial and process. Alright now, you know the glasses. Alright.
You want some more?
Yeah man.
You like how Ziggy Natulus sound?
Yeah man.
Dancehall artist Neil Edwards of the popular group Voicemail, who was attacked by gunmen on May 10, has died.
O'Neil Edwards. A cherished member of the universally regarded dancehall group Voicemail, O'Neil Edwards gained fame for his smooth vocals and dance moves. Alongside Kevin Blair and Craig Jackson, Edwards scored several hits while a part of Voicemail, such as Wacky Dip, No Behavior and Ready to Party, amongst several others. On May 10, 2010, Edwards was robbed and shot several times in front of his Duane Park home and underwent several surgeries in an attempt to regain consciousness. However, 2 weeks later, Edwards was pronounced dead, leaving a major void in the highly acclaimed group, while saddening the dancehall community, which later held a vigil in his honor. Since then, Blair and Jackson have carried on Edwards' legacy by continuing to perform as they ensure his music lives on forever.
O'Neil from Voicemail. He was shot in 2010. Nobody really knows the story. Still unsolved. No one really has a lot of details around this. And Voicemail was one of those groups that kind of came out after Scare Them, Monster Shack Crew. You know, then there was like the TOK Voicemail. And it was really unfortunate that he was shot for whatever reason. You know, the group has tried to do something since his departure from Earth, and they just seem to have kind of lost their groove. I could understand that too, you know.
Oh, Tom, but Mr. Wacky say, VIP treatment, chop, big nang say, roll the red carpet for Mr. Wacky, roll it out, roll it out, VIP treatment, chop.
Mr. Wacky is gone, but his dancing lives on, so everybody get jiggy and just party on. Setting me in the street, watch the kids, them a tweet, come join the party, all dancers come together as one.
Alright, this a dance on the Wacky get quick, Mr. Wacky left me with a new dancing dip, wacky dip, and dip. Alright, wacky dip, on the dip now, on the step forward, and dip. Back up the face like wacky, and dip. Back up famous stand up, and dip. Famous pose everybody, and dip. Alright, represent me Mr. Wacky, now I see we start, and him little and I grow Wacky out and back, out and back. Alright, out and back. Alright,
Mr. Wacky is gone, but his dancing lives on, so everybody get jiggy and just party on. Me in the street, watch the kids, them a tweet, come join the party, all dancers come together as one. Alright.
dead. Leroy May, born in 1960 and died 2015. He is better known as Red Dragon and initially as Redman, was a Jamaican DJ. He had been active since the early 1980s. Born in Kingston, Jamaica, May DJ'd with several sound systems in the early 1980s, including Barrington Hi-Fi, Stone Love, People's Choice, and his own Rambo Mango. Initially working under the name Redman, his Laughing Dragon dubplate became popular, prompting a change of stage name to Red Dragon. Early recordings included Computer for producer Charlie Chaplin, Narget Nutton for Harry J, and his first big hit, Hold a Fresh, for Winston Riley. He went on to record for King Tubby and King Jammy, and in 1989 his debut album was released, a split LP with his brother, the DJ Flower Garn. He also started his own Dragon label, and moved into production, and helped to nurture the early careers of artists such as Buju Banton and Terry Gunzi. In the early 1990s, he returned to recording, enjoying hits with a variety of producers including Riley, Bobby Digital, and Sly and Robbie, and had a major hit single along with Brian and Tony Gold with Compliments on Your Kiss in 1994, the single reaching number 2 in the UK singles chart.
I want to hear you say, okay, thank you. I can hear, man. Lord of mercy. Uptown Posse, man, them love fresh. I want to hear you say yes, I want to hear you say yes. I miss a downtown Posse, man, them love fresh. I want to hear you say yes, I want to hear you say yes. I miss it all on my bed from morning, run go walla fresh, go walla fresh, go walla fresh. All on my bed from evening, run go walla fresh, go walla fresh, go walla. And on your week from this morning and you don't walla fresh. Evening pass and you don't walla fresh. Water me bum, hey, you is a dirty red water come now. Take up a rap, take up a soap and run go walla fresh. Come under the dance, if in a bed and run go walla. Every morning me wake up and me have to get you fresh. Evening come, you have to catch another fresh. Now go down to the nose of me now fresh. Now dance with a girl if I'm in a fresh. Mouth happy, fresh. Skin happy, fresh. Clothes happy, fresh. All on a bed from morning, run go walla.
Ziggy Natulus, I don't know if them have hard days.
Simpleton, adjust the Coca-Cola bottle shape, I eat around the place, was the famous lyric from the classic single Coca-Cola Bottle Shape by Christopher Simpleton Harris in 1992. The St. Andrew native had a really bright future ahead of him, thanks to the single as it earned international acclaim for a dancehall genre that just began taking shape as a popular form of music. Noteworthy singles such as Quarter to 12 and Drive Me Crazy followed for the promising DJ. But any hopes of recreating similar success to his 90s string of hits were dashed after Simpleton suffered a heart attack at just 33 years old in 2004, ending his career in its prime.
All girls, I want to back me to the max on this one, you know. Cause this one a phone of Jesus Christ, man, look sweetie. Watch ya, have mercy. Oh, I just say Coca-Cola bottle shape, I hit around the place. Broke out, girl, you have the shape. Coca-Cola bottle shape, I hit around the place. Skin out, girl, you have the shipping at the place. Uptown girl, I'm the shipping at the place. Downtown girl, I'm the shipping at the place. London girl, I'm the shipping at the place. New York girl, I'm the shipping at the place. Canadian girl, I'm the shape. I them have the shape and I give man headache. I them have the shape, make man body shake. I them a fling big stone and bust up man face. I them have the shape, cause war in the place. I just say Coca-Cola bottle shape, I hit around the place. Broke out, girl, you have the shape. Coca-Cola bottle shape, I hit around the place. Skin out, girl, you have the shape.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, let's have 3 cheers for Ziggy Natulus. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Jolly good show, old chap.
General Echo, correct name Errol Robinson, born December the 8th, 1955, also known as Rankin Slackness. He was shot and killed in an alleged shootout with the police on Constant Spring Road on November the 22nd, 1980. Flux and Big John, 2 members of his sound system, Echo Tone Hi-Fi, also died in the incident.
What you have to tell them?
Under 17, now you're over 16. Under 17, now you're over 16. I beg you rock and come in. Because I want general in the yard. I want general in the yard. Arlene, must dream you the dream. Arlene, must dream you the dream. Because me went on a housing scheme. Fi go check out the girl Arlene. Arlene, must dream you the dream. Arlene, must dream you the dream. You shouldn't side with your body. You shouldn't side with your body. Me say go wash it out the street. Me say go wash it out the street. Arlene, must dream you the dream. Arlene, must dream you